Over the next 30 days, I'm going to be sharing how I got my A1C down from 8.1 to 5.7. Before I get started, my name is Stephanie. I'm a nurse practitioner and type 2 diabetic, and I'm here to help you avoid the long-term complications from type 2 diabetes. So sugar is a big thing. Now, we all know that just because you eat sugar doesn't mean that you're actually going to get type 2 diabetes. There are lots of people who eat sugar. There's sugar in everything, but everyone does not get type 2 diabetes. It's all about your metabolic health and what's going on at a deeper level. However, if you feel like you're struggling with sugar and it's really hard to break, there's a reason behind that. It really is an addictive substance. And because it's an addictive substance, that's why it's in everything, to make us crave more and more. And then we eat more and more of it. The companies who sell it make more money. You get the picture. And so for me, I did not want that stronghold anymore. And it took several tries of really trying to break free from sugar, whether that be different no sugar challenges lasting for 7 days or 2 weeks or a month. Did I finish all of them? Absolutely not. But over time, what I noticed is if I gave up sugar each day, over time, my taste buds actually started to change. And so now, you give me a piece of cake, I can probably eat 1 or 2 bites, and then after that, it's just overwhelming for me. Now, you could try to push through and go back and revert back to what you know before, but I don't want to do that because I know for me, I have type 2 diabetes, and once you are already diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and you continue to eat sugar every single day, your pancreas has to work overtime to pump out more insulin, to get glucose into the cells. Inevitably, you're going to have extra glucose left over in your blood, spilling over into your urine. That means that it's damaging your kidneys, it's damaging your eyes. And so for me, I really try to keep glucose in check. And the biggest thing for me to break free is not putting extra sugar into things like my coffee or getting half sweet, half unsweet tea. I do get unsweet tea every once in a while, but I do mostly half and half. But just finding ways in your everyday diet to reduce your sugar. Definitely processed foods, they have a lot of sugar, unnecessarily so. So whenever you can, make your own food or find processed foods that are close to Whole Foods as possible. Not Whole Foods the store, although I do love that store, but close to nature. Just think of how things are grown and how things are made. If it's made in a lab, they're going to put a lot of chemicals in there, a lot of salt, so that it can be preserved, right? So you just want to be careful and start reading the labels. And the other thing I started doing was avoiding a sugary start to my day. I am a sucker for a good donut, but again, I can't really eat too many sweets anymore, and I'm thankful for that. I still eat sweets. I still make my chocolate chip cookies, and I have those strategically probably once a month and never by themselves. I'm not going to say never, because there are some times where I get craving. I'm like, oh, I want to have a piece of cookie. But for the most part, if you try to pair your desserts after a meal, and that meal had fruit or vegetables or a salad and protein, all of that extra protein and fiber is going to really help reduce the spike that you have. And so as you digest it, you're going to digest it a lot slowly, and so then you're going to avoid that large spike. You should try it and see. If you use a glucose monitor or you check your blood sugar, try to eat your dessert at the end of a meal and see the difference it makes. And then a bonus, if I do eat dessert, I will go for a walk afterwards, and that will also help utilize a lot of glucose on board. So I hope this helps. Remember that Rome wasn't built in a day, and your habits that you developed over a lifetime is going to take a long time to unravel, but you can do it. You got this. See you next time.